E3.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to the Not Super Bash Bros coverage of E3 2019. Hans, it has started, it's officially here, and much like my penis, it's Microsoft.
Hold on, right, stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. You always roll your eyes and scoff at me whenever I do, like, the Ubisoft
Yeah,
joke.
because you've made that same joke like 4 times now. This is new and original.
Is it
Yes.
a Microsoft joke as original in relation
Yes.
to a penis? Okay.
Yes, the first E3 press conference is been and gone, Hans. Microsoft kicking things off.
Yes.
The promise of clouds and new Xboxes.
And celebrity appearances.
But to start with, we got a new trailer for Obsidian's The Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds.
Jesus, Nick. The first game.
No, it's because the game has literally just launched. It's called Outer Wilds on the Epic Store, and it's getting a lot of buzz, so it's on my mind.
Alright, okay.
It's not like it's... And they are named very similarly.
There's kind of like a Firefly vibe to it, because there's kind of seems to be like post-apocalyptic sci-fi with like hints of cowboy to it. The world looks really cool. The sense of humor is fantastic, where they're like, oh, I could be a bad guy, a good guy, or a complete psychopath, because like it's like a guy give him a gun and then he shoots the guy.
Shoots the guy
just
with
give
the
him
gun
a
he gives it. Yeah, it's really good. It's also funny that Obsidian are getting out there with their Space Fallout game before the actual Space Fallout game is coming out. That gets her... I can't remember if this had a release date before. I feel like a release date maybe leaked for this, and it's the 25th of October this year.
But no, I'm definitely one of the games I'm most excited about. Like,
Oh yeah,
so.
like it's funny saying it for the first game, but it's like, yeah, probably an early contender for the game I'm most interested in coming out of E3.
Yeah.
If only just because of the pedigree of the people making it.
Oh yeah.
We get the announcement of what Ninja Theory have been working on their first game as an Xbox game studio in Bleeding Edge, an online 4v4 melee combat game.
Another fucking Overwatch clone. That's kind of what I have here.
To me, this seems more like For Honor.
Or Smite.
No, well, Smite's a MOBA. Like, Smite is a straight up MOBA. It's just
But it is third person. It's the same tone, like it's the same style, the same tone. Every character's got a name, its own quirk. I'm just kind of, I'm done with it.
To me, this seems more like For Honor had a baby with Sunset Overdrive.
No, I don't get that at all. Just to me, it screams Overwatch.
I think it's closer to something like a Sunset. The tone I'm getting is closer to a Sunset Overdrive or Borderlands than Overwatch. We get a trailer for Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and this game still looks like fucking stunning.
My dude is, why are all these horrifying creatures trying to kill my poor Ori?
That's just the trailer, and it's coming. The trailer seems to focus a lot on like set pieces, like the big
boss fights,
the chases type things, and it's coming next year, February 11th, 2020.
I think we kind of, neither of us really, maybe we had a passing interest in Ori, but then we actually played the Blind Forest and realized just how good it is, and I'm definitely excited for it now. Yeah.
Minecraft Dungeons, Hans.
Yep, that's a thing.
To be fair, like, I saw you're not really a massive fan of Diablo style games, but
or
like,
Minecraft, no, yeah. So
or
this
Minecraft,
guy,
yes. But there's something like weirdly intriguing about this to me. Like, in the same way that I think the Minecraft Telltale game was weirdly intriguing to me, where like it's cool seeing them do something else with Minecraft. But I think it's cool because obviously Minecraft is geared towards younger gamers, and it's cool to see them. This is a cool way of getting younger gamers introduced to other styles of games rather than just here play Minecraft or play Fortnite.
I have a question, a burning question that raced through my mind whenever the other players joined up for the co-op.
Yeah,
in the trailer. Will it be better or worse than Gauntlet, Nick?
That's everything is better than Gauntlet. A swift kick to the nuts is better than Gauntlet. That's coming next spring, 2020. Then Phil Spencer comes out and wraps
Someone shouts, "I love you," at him.
Yeah. People love Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer is the dawn. He says there will be 60 games on here today, 14 of which coming from Xbox Game Studios, and 30 of these games will be launching on the Game Pass.
More games than last year, which was 52.
We get a very short trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. A lot of this,
also a game I'm very looking forward to.
A lot of this came from the EA stuff that was shown.
Yeah.
A lot of it was very similar and from the same kind of...
It just seemed like a summary of it almost. Kind of.
We get a trailer for Blair Witch. I have one note, and that dog is totally going to die.
I have the exact same note. That dog is so dead.
That launches August 30th. And then we get a probably one of the longer segments of the show in Cyberpunk 2077, Hans. Cyber Rick Ross betrays you.
So here's the thing. In all the build-up we've kind of seen about the game so far, the guy who dies has been quite a big part of that. Like, even the gameplay they showed, was it last year?
Mm.
Like, he's in that. Is that not a relatively big spoiler just kind of drop?
I don't know.
Like,
It could be, like, within the first hour or two. They did say that gameplay they showed last year was, like, really early on, because it does show you doing, like, tutorial-esque missions. I think it's a really good trailer. I think it
is.
Shows off the tone of the game quite well. And then, Hans, the heavens opened.
Yeah.
And the second coming of Jesus Christ might as well have happened for the reaction that Keanu fucking Reeves got when he came out on stage.
He was just having the crack. He was fucking loving that. Like, that was amazing. I like, you know the way we kind of always roll our eyes a wee bit at some celebrity appearances? This one was just awesome. It was so, like, no one was expecting him to be in the game. Then he actually showed up, and then, like, he's just laughing and carrying on, and you could tell he was actually having a good time.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I think it was really cool. It's a really weird thing. Like, I wonder how much of a role he'll actually have in the game. Like, will Keanu Reeves be your AI companion for the whole thing? I don't know, but God, I hope so.
Disappointed about the release date, to be honest. I was kind of hoping for 2019.
Yeah, so the release date is April 16th, 2020, which I'm not that surprised by. I wasn't expecting it this year at all. Especially with a lot of people, the main scuttlebutt being that it would potentially be on the next generation of consoles. But I see it potentially also, I do see it maybe going to the next generation still. Potentially as like a definitive edition early on or something. We get a short trailer for a new game called Spiritfarer.
Art style was lovely.
Oh yeah. Battletoads.
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised this was animated. I thought it was going to be
3D.
3D. Yes, 3D. Why? How did I fucking... Wow. Yes, I was expecting 3D, so I don't know why I've been taken back by the fact it's animated.
I wasn't expecting 3D. I was maybe expecting it to be pixel art, not hand-drawn, but I was expecting it to be a 2D game.
Still, I like the look of it, don't get me wrong. And I was kind of like... For some reason, when I was watching it, I was kind of like, I kind of want a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game done in this style now. It seems fun.
We get a trailer for The Legend of Right, which seems like a weird handcrafted art style. Sort of like an adventure game. I don't know. This was a weird trailer. Didn't really get much out of it. It's coming in 2020. We get a typical indie montage. Kind of no massive standout. Yeah, and then we get the announcements of the new Game Pass for PC, which launched yesterday.
In beta, yep.
And we get the announcement of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which includes the Xbox Console Game Pass, the Xbox PC Game Pass, and Xbox Gold, all in one handy-dandy subscription.
Why... Maybe I don't get this, but why would you get the pass for both?
For PC and Xbox?
Xbox, yes.
I mean, maybe if you just own both of them. But then the whole thing is, like, this was already a thing. I think they've renamed it now, but this was already a thing, and them adding the PC hasn't changed the price of it.
Okay. I was going to say, like, the bundle makes sense if you want gold and you want... That's 100%, but that's fair enough. The price hasn't changed.
I'm pretty sure this was already a thing, but they've now give it a proper name and included PC for no extra price. And then, Hans, powered by satellite data and Azure AI, we get a trailer for Microsoft Flight Sim. To be fair, those planes look real fucking good.
Look, the game in total looked gorgeous, but that is not a game they announce at the fucking E3. Like, all me and you talked about, like, you were just like, oh, I'm totally going to crash a plane into the pyramids, and I'm like, I'm totally going to crash a plane into a giraffe. It's cool. I'm sure there's an audience for it. You know, there are the sim people out there. I have a mild curiosity about how the formatting of the game works. Like, you know, can you just fly over these different cities, or is it actually kind of like not to scale, but like, is it just one big open world sky? Yeah, that was dumb.
We get a trailer for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. We get a trailer for Wasteland 3.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that. I love the first Wasteland 2. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Again, the first game that NXL have made since being bought by Microsoft. The greatest name in the history of E3 press conferences. Matt Booty comes on stage.
Yes, he does.
He announces that Double Fine has been bought by Microsoft and is joining their Xbox game studios. Tim Schafer comes out on stage and introduces us to a new trailer for Psychonauts 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think this looks really good. I think the art style has scaled up to modern styles really well. Still no date on that as of yet, so we'll see how that develops. We get a trailer, Hans, for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Yes, all 9 films.
Yep. All nine films in one handy dandy package. Hans,
Nick.
anime. Microsoft loves them some anime.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a trailer for Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Nick.
Yes, Hans.
I'm really not impressed by this at all.
Hans, fuck you.
Look, I can't sit through another retelling of the Dragon Ball Z sagas. I just can't, dude. I can't. It's the exact same. I'm just done.
See, the fact they're calling it an action RPG and it's not like a fighting game in the vein of a Budokai or a Tenkaichi gives me some optimism that this will at least be something different.
But it doesn't look at that combat. Looks straight out of Xenoverse.
That was just the combat. Like, it's hard to judge a game on just combat, especially if this ends up being like something like Legacy of Goku, where you have this other whole open world to go around. We get a short trailer for 12 minutes, described as an interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop.
Seems really cool.
It seems very neat. That's coming soon. We get a trailer for Way to the Woods, which is a deer puzzle game. And that's coming next year. Oh god. Hans, Gears 5.
That was a really cool trailer, but it didn't really show anything.
At all. So I think it's a very short and simple trailer. I don't think this segment was meant to kind of sell you on the story of Gears 5. If you're invested in that by now, you're probably still going to be invested in it. I think this was kind of more about getting across, one, the release date, September 10th, and two, this new escape mode they seem to be teasing.
Mm-hmm.
Where it seems like you're going into a hive, planting a bomb, and then trying to escape. Two big things happened here. One, WWE representing.
Alright, I thought, okay, that's not what I thought you were going to go with.
That's the first, Hans. And then an even bigger thing happened. Do you want to play as the Terminator?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yes. I think they said if you pre-order and play within the first month or so, you will get an exclusive Terminator skin.
Are you just going to gloss over the fact that they just exploded the stage?
Oh, yeah. That was weird.
They were just kind of like, he walks off and then just like I was like, oh fucking hell. Could you just imagine sitting at the front row like, oh, that was really oh Jesus, the stage is on fire.
Yeah, that'd be weird. New Elite controller hands with rubberized grips.
Why is this so impressive to you?
I don't know.
It's just a fucking controller, dude.
We get a trailer for Dying Light 2.
Seemed cool. He says that I am infected.
Yes, he
so
does.
I'm guessing that's going to be like he's infected, so he kind of gets like some kind of superhuman powers from it, maybe.
That's coming spring 2020. And then Hans, my personal favorite reveal, Forza Horizon 4 is getting Lego DLC.
That hurt my head so much.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
This is like, so like I was expecting, it'll be like a Forza advert, and then all of a sudden I have Lonely Island blasting in my ears, and then there's Lego cars, or else it was real cars drifting around the Lego track. What is video games?
Oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
And then they had a car made out of Lego.
Yep, they had a McLaren Senna made out of Lego sitting on the stage. But that was a good reveal though, of like, have this lit by silhouette, and then it's just Forza coming out to be like with their weird car fetish, and then No, dude, that's a Lego car.
I still think it would have been funny if the door fell off or something.
That's coming out this week. That's on like the 13th of June. So.
Yeah.
Hans, we get a trailer for Gears Pop.
Yep.
Trailer for new State of Decay 2 DLC, Heartland.
Yep.
I don't know what to say.
They're like, it's a narrative experience.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you say so.
We get a trailer for Phantasy Star Online 2, finally being released in the West after like 10 years.
Yep. Like, this is the, like I said, because there's 60 games, there's nothing to talk about because it's just fucking trailers.
But Hans, Crossfire X.
What is it? What?
It's fucking bonkers.
What? They're like, this is a massive deal, and I was like, is it? Cool.
I'm going to Google this right now.
Are you Googling? I need to know. I just want the fuck.
Like, no, that's a graphics card. Okay, Hans. Here it is.
Right.
It is China's biggest first-person shooter and has the highest play count of any game in the world.
So it's a first-person shooter.
Yes.
Did you get that from the trailer?
No. It is a military game. So there you go, Hans. There's a film adaptation in the works.
What? Is it first person film adaptation like Happy
that
Salmon?
Doom. That's coming next year. I'm pumped.
Yeah. Oh.
Hans, Tales of Arise is the new Tales game.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, like Tales
of like Asperia.
Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Asperia. Yeah.
Okay. Also a very well-known furry series deal.
God damn it. Yeah, that's coming next year. We get a trailer for Borderlands 3, Hans.
Yes.
Schloot.
God damn it.
That was fun. That was great. That was the best bit of that trailer.
Shooting. Loot.
Shoot? Question mark. And then just shoots a gun firing another gun.
Yes, looks really, really funny.
Yep.
It's just typical humor. Looks mental. Looking forward to it.
Yep, still on for that. And they also announced that Borderlands 2 is getting free DLC to kind of bridge the gap between the stories. We get a trailer for Elden Ring, the new game from Software and George R.R. Martin.
So when we first talked about this, it was rumored it was going to be a Game of Thrones game, possibly. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was George R.R. Martin had said he had done consulting work with From Software.
Yeah.
And people kind of...
everyone just assumed.
People put two and two together and got 80 and said, oh, fuck, From Software making a Game of Thrones game. Never did George R.R. Martin say, oh, I consulted on a Game of Thrones game. He just said, I consulted on a game with them.
I think people will be disappointed that it's not a Game of Thrones game, because I do think that Game of Thrones and From Software's kind of tone would go very, very well together. I think this is still going to be one for From Software fans. It's not going to get people here aren't into that into it, you know.
There had been leaks about kind of what the game is and kind of the premise of the game, and the whole idea behind it is that you will travel to multiple different kingdoms, which will have kind of different styles.
7 kingdoms,
no,
by any chance?
I don't know. Which will have different styles to them. So like that's why in the trailer you kind of notice like there was like a Viking dude, there was like some kind of traditional armored people, and you'll have to beat the ruler of each kingdom and kind of take their power Mega Man style. And yeah, that's kind of it for game wise. There's one kind of last game at the end, but it's nothing major. Phil Spencer comes back out and kind of starts talking about xCloud, which is Microsoft's kind of equivalent to what Google are doing with Stadia. They seem to be doing it kind of in a little bit of a different way from the sounds of it. So they have said there was two. You can either use their data servers, which would be kind of what Google Stadia is doing, and or you can turn your own Xbox into a streaming server.
So like, what does that mean then? Like that can be a streaming. Like if I have the new Xbox Red, say it's called, because it's called Scarlett, right? I have the new Xbox Red, and I can turn it into a streaming thing. What does that mean?
So I think it's... So obviously Stadia has its subscription service. You pay whatever it is a month. I think it's a $5 or $10 a month to do to access their data servers, have this backlog of games to play, and that's it. I'm going to assume that your options for xCloud are going to be turn your own Xbox into a streaming server for no charge, and say, all right, but you will only be able to play, so that'll be completely reliant on your own internet connection, that your own internet connection can handle pushing up the whatever it is on the Xbox to your phone or whatever you're using it to connect to.
Oh, right, okay.
And I think that'll be free of charge. That's just a case of, because it's all on your end, you've already bought the console. Or B, you pay a flat fee a month, kind of similar to Stadia, to use the Microsoft data servers and Azure stream down from rather than your own console. I'm assuming that's what that is. That's completely off the top of my head.
See, my concern for streaming is, especially if possibly that is the way it goes. For example, us, right? We live in a relatively rural area. You know, like, you would not call Antrim Town a city. Our internet selections are not great. Neither are our speeds. How is that going to affect us?
To be fair, our speeds are fine for what Stadia claims is grand for 4K, 60 FPS. Download-wise, not upload. I'm not sure about upload-wise. Obviously, that's all on Microsoft end. I don't know how they're handling all that. But download-wise, apparently, you need 35 megabits per second, which is like, I think, like download-wise, 4 megabytes a second.
To me, there's so many variables involved that I think can go wrong. Like, if I'm playing a game and the internet cuts out, you know, whereas, say, if I'm playing it now, if the internet cuts out, oh, well, I can't go online, but I can still play my game. Whereas, well, if I'm streaming it, the game's not going to play.
Yeah,
you know, it's that sort of thing.
I do not think streaming is going to be for everyone, and I don't think streaming is going to completely replace consoles. And I don't think Microsoft think the same. I think that's why they're giving people the option between a new console or turn your console into a streaming machine.
Yeah.
But I can see the appeal for streaming. Like, there are people who would rather, especially like, imagine you live in a fucking tiny ass apartment and all you have is a fucking shit laptop. Because that's literally all you can fit in your apartment. Imagine just being able to bust out a controller.
Why am I just thinking you're thinking of IY right now?
IY has a TV. But even just like the idea that if all you have is a laptop, that you could just bust out a controller and play whatever you want on your laptop. Like, it's not going to be for everyone. It's not for people who are probably way into games. Like, it's probably streaming games is probably not geared towards people like you and I who will go out and buy every console and keep their PC up to date.
I wonder if this will also maybe help in the Japanese market, because you know the way consoles are not a big thing in the Japanese market because they do have those kind of tiny living apartments. I wonder if that's to try and open up that market a bit.
I also think for stuff like, it'd be really cool that if in work, instead of fucking having to socialize with people at lunchtime, what if I just busted out a controller and played fucking Doom or something for an hour at work?
Stick your headphones in and be like, no, fuck off, I'm on my break.
I'm just going to play Doom for an hour. And yeah, so as I mentioned there, also Phil Spencer then started talking about the new console, which is named Project Scarlett at the minute. Obviously not going to be its final name, probably.
Xbox Red.
I don't think it's going to be Xbox Red. Phil kind of said the Xbox One, the new Xbox Scarlett, would be 4 times more powerful than the X. It would have an SSD and would be able to leverage that SSD as virtual RAM. Would host 4 generations of games. So this kind of confirms that it will have complete backwards compatibility with the Xbox One, 360 and the original Xbox. And they confirm, yes, the new Xbox Project Scarlett will launch holiday 2020.
That's kind of what we were expecting.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it'd be this year. I think it'd be really cool if it was this year, but because I think Sony would be like, oh fuck, we messed up.
No, it's just, I don't know. Because judging by what happens next, I don't think it's as far into development as we thought it was, probably, because we've been hearing rumors about it for like 6 years.
What? I assume you're talking about Halo Infinite?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is think about how the Xbox One X and the PS4 were kind of announced. It was very similar. Like, we kind of got, alright, here's what we can do, and here's the kind of general specs of what it will do at one E3, and then the next E3 was, alright, here's all the games, and here's what it's going to look like.
No, see, to me, it's just, like, they showed this trailer, and yeah, okay, it was pretty, but this isn't going to sell me on the console. Like,
But I don't
they
think
needed
I
a massive
don't think
set
they're trying
piece.
to sell you on the console yet. That's the thing.
Then why announce it at all?
Because the idea is, yes, we have this new console and this is what we're working towards. You need to tell people, yes, we are sunsetting this Xbox One, but here is the kind of the final last hurrah. And if that's the case, why does anyone ever announce a console and not just be like, oh fuck, it's out? I think we are past the point of where we do not play on consoles anymore. That's just the way we've kind of changed in playing games. We've become PC gamers, and I think that's just the case of, one, if that's the case, new consoles aren't going to interest you, especially not a new Microsoft console, where now Microsoft are very much dedicated to, let's put everything out in PC as well. You're not going to care about buying a new console for Halo because you can play that Halo on your PC.
But then why don't they just put all their eggs in the basket?
And just go to PC.
Yeah.
Because there are still a subset of people who do not want to deal with the idea of, oh, I need to constantly upgrade this PC, or this PC is going to go out of date eventually. Or all this maintenance that goes along with having a PC game because I need to sit and tweak settings and stuff. People want that experience of, I want to plug in a console and stick a disc in it.
My argument for the Xbox will always be the same as that, and I understand, yes, because I'm a PC gamer, I can still get access to them, but even so, their lineup is not strong enough. Like, it's just not.
But I think that's what they're now pushing with all these new acquisitions. I think that's what they're pushing towards, is to have, yes, it might take a year or two to get there, but think of the exclusives that launched with the PS4. You weren't getting high quality exclusives like we got in like last few years with Sony.
I feel like, though, the main thing that they are doing or the difference between Microsoft and Sony is that Sony stuff is very much a narrative driven experience that they fashion themselves that we are a gaming company. We make video games, whereas Microsoft tends to go for more the Fortnites and, like, okay, Halo to an extent, because obviously it will have that online multiplayer. They are kind of more of a, this is a hub. This is kind of, you stick it in your living room rather than your bedroom, if that makes sense, if you get where I'm coming from. Like, too casual for me now. Like, I have no interest in it. Like, they are vanilla and I want habanero and chocolate.
You say that, but I think there is definitely now a shift in Microsoft. I think the Microsoft that launched the original Xbox One and the Microsoft that is launching this new console is very different. I think it was very telling that Phil said the same company that designed the Xbox One X is designing this console, not the Xbox One. Because I think the Xbox One X righted a lot of wrongs, and it's a sign of what Microsoft wants to be rather than what it was. And I think, yes, there's maybe going to be a misstep or two in the fact that Ninja Theory's newest game doesn't look like it's going to be as narrative.
Ninja Theory are good at
as narrative as people like. It's probably still going to be, I think, a really good like melee combat game, but it's not going to be as good as a narrative game. Potentially, it's very early on, obviously. But I think with companies like Obsidian that are now going to probably, after the Outer Worlds, come entirely under Microsoft wing, with companies like Double Fine making really cool story-driven games and very niche story-driven games, yes, but cool story-driven games. And I think, obviously, with rumours that there is obviously a new Fable and stuff in development, and I think there is potential that this could be, I'm not going to say a massive turning point for Microsoft, but I think this will be a very different console generation for Microsoft compared to this one, where it felt like they were very much trying to right a lot of wrongs from when Phil Spencer took the reins at Xbox. But yes, Halo Infinite got a brief trailer kind of showing off, setting it up anyway, with Master Chief being found in space and a Halo ring being shattered. And that was it. The end of Microsoft's E3 press conference.
Needed more Keanu Reeves.
I think, personally, Microsoft is always very similar, where they don't really delve deep into a lot of games, and I think that's partially because they
have 60 games to get through.
Well, I think it's partially because they broadcast theirs on TV. So I don't think they kind of want to delve too deep, and they're more about they're probably more about quantity than quality because they are showing it on TV.
I thought it was a fun presentation all around, like, and I think I think that's kind of one of the things, like, you kind of do have to make it is a show after all, to an extent, you do have to make it fun.
But yes, join us tomorrow. Our next conference is Bethesda, coming out eventually.
It'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
Bethesda.
Yes, tomorrow will be Bethesda and Ubisoft.
I be hard.
Don't steal my fucking... There's one thing I ask of you, is
Bookending
don't
this
steal my
video
fucking
with penis
material.
talk hands. So join us tomorrow for Bethesda's, but for now it's a goodbye from Hans.
I love you.
Good. What?
I love you.
You're breathtaking. That's a goodbye from me. See you later.